let's talk about the different possibilities for how a circle and a line can intersect. First option is my circle and my line intersect in 2 points. Option number 2, my circle and my line intersect at exactly 1 point. We call that a tangent line. Third possibility is that they never intersect. Wah, wah. All right, so as we do these, we can have 2 solutions, 2 points of intersection, 1 solution for 1 point of intersection, or no solutions. Let's take a look. All right, notice we have 2 equations and 2 variables. Fancy pants here. We're solving a system, but we're solving a system with a line and a circle. Make those Algebra 1 teachers proud. So I noticed that y is equal to x plus 1, and I have a y value right here in my equation. So we are going to use substitution. So I'm going to take out that y, and in its place, I'm going to substitute in x plus 1. So let's write that out. Right? All I did was I took out the y, and in its place, I put x plus 1. Let's clean it up. Right? So we were asking ourselves, where does this line with a slope of 1 and a y-intercept of 1 intersect this circle who has a center at -9, -10, and a radius of 10? So here's the thing. We're going to make it look a lot uglier before we make it better. I want to actually FOIL out this x plus 9 quantity squared and the x plus 11 quantity squared. If you need to do that, if you can't do it mentally, that's cool. That's cool. No worries. Just do it on the right? Show your first 2, outer 2, inner 2, last 2. Same thing for your x plus 11, right? First 2, outer 2, inner 2, last 2. So it looks like we are making this way worse, but have a little faith, right? Let's combine our like terms and clean everything up. So when I combine my like terms, I have 2x squareds, I have 40x's, 81 and 121, 202 minus 100 is 102. So this goes back to our factoring that we've learned in the past. It's okay if you need a review. I noticed that 240 and 102 all have a common factor. So let's divide by that common factor because it makes our life a little bit easier to solve, right? Now, some of these problems, like this one right now, the lead coefficient on our x squared is a 1. That makes factoring slightly easier, but we're going to review what happens when the lead coefficient is not 1. So in this case, I simply need 2 numbers that multiply together to give me 51, but add up to positive 20. Those numbers are 17 and 3. So x is negative 17 and x is negative 3. Now we have to substitute back in up here to find our y values. So y is equal to my x value plus 1. So that's a negative 17 plus 1 for a negative 16. So that's our 1 point of intersection. My other point of intersection, negative 3 plus 1 for a negative 2. So in this case, the circle with a center at -9, -10, and a radius of 10 intersects the line y equals x plus 1 at 2 points, negative 17, negative 16, and negative 3, negative 2. Right? Let's try another one. Steps. 2 equations, 2 variables. Our goal is get 1 equation and 1 variable. So I have y equals, and I have a y right here, so I'm going to do substitution again. Let's clean that up. Same steps as before. I'm going to FOIL out x minus 4 quantity squared and x minus 5 quantity squared. If you need to write it out on the side again, that's fine. Oops, should be a minus 10x. Pretend I put a minus there. Love the eraser. It's like I did. Look, it was a minus. All right, so we're at the step where we made this look uglier. Now let's bring it back together and combine our like terms. Minus 18x. 25 and 25 will cancel. So one more time here. This doesn't happen every time, guys. I noticed I have a GCF of 2. So I can factor that out. So again, my lead coefficient here is a 1. So this one is a little bit simpler to factor. I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to positive 8, but add up to negative 9. So that is a negative 8 and a negative 1. So x is 8, x is 1. And again, I need to plug back in up here to solve. I mean, you could also plug it into this one. That just has more algebra to it. So I always plug into the easier one. So I have y is equal to 8 minus 3. So that's a 5. So my first point is 8, 5. My second point, y is equal to 1 minus 3. So that's a negative 2. So my second point is 1, negative 2. That's what we got. So we're going to practice some more. Let me see if I can stop the recording. There we go.